building just fell.
Again, it appears that an aircraft of some sort did hit the side of the Pentagon. The left front, which faces sort of toward the cemetery. That is, according to a lot of Army officers that were in the back, and it's saying that they were I think it's and it's just a huge explosion that was seen, a film smoke rising.
All right, take one and two, one. This is as close as we can get to the base of the World Trade Center. You can see the two towers. Debris continues to fall and to rain on the people below. There are people hanging from the windows 90 stories up, and a number of bodies have actually hit the pavement. Another one? Take two. Take two and two, one. This is as close as we can get to the base of the World Trade Center. You can see the firemen assembled here, the police officers, FBI agents, and you can see the two towers. A huge explosion now raining debris on all of us.
I myself, I don't know. I live so close. I'm like, I can't imagine what just happened. I'm like,
where do you live, Jeremy, for the folks who are just tuning in?
I live on Gold Street, right across from the Beacon Hospital, where they're taking all the patients.
Jeremy,
I saw them bring a lot of patients in before.
Jeremy, obviously, can you please tell us, I mean, we were watching the the tower go down. Can you please describe to us, on the ground, what did that look like?
I'm not on the ground. I'm on the 26th floor of a building across the way. Right now, you can see nothing outside. When it went off, the second building, you saw an explosion, and then you just saw a humongous cloud of smoke go up, and you saw the building start to fall down, and then you saw the core of the building just start to disintegrate into itself. There's ashes on my terrace everywhere. You can't see a thing. The smell is horrible. I smell smoke everywhere.
Did it look like an implosion that internally, was it that when the plane crashed, I mean, was there another explosion inside that vicinity of that area, almost like we're speculating here, possibly a bomb?
I couldn't, the second building, both buildings were just burning, and like they're constantly burning. And then right below the left building, the one without the news tower, the satellite tower, it just looked like an explosion below where it was burning, and then it just came down.
The personal stories, the survivor stories of exactly what happened inside the World Trade Center when that first plane went in, and of course the collapses since then. We're going to bring more of those to you now. Barry Jennings, you're on the 8th floor. You work for the City Housing Department. Explain to me the moment of impact.
Well, me and Mr. Hesh, the Corporation Counsel, were on the 23rd floor. I told him we got to get out of here. We started walking down the stairs. We made it to the 8th floor. Big explosion. Blew us back into the 8th floor. And I turned to Hesh. I said, this is it. We're dead. We're not going to make it out of here. I took a fire extinguisher and I bust the window out. That's when this gentleman here heard my cries for help. This gentleman right here, and he kept saying, stand by, somebody's coming to get you. They couldn't get to us for an hour because they couldn't find us.
You thought that was it?
I thought we're dead. I thought that was it. I started praying to Allah. I said, that's it. We're gone. It's over.
What was it like for you? You were inside there as well.
It was pandemonium. I mean, it was something like out of a Bruce Willis Die Hard movie. He was there and he was crying, and there was another gentleman crying and for help. We couldn't get to him. We tried to get through we went through the buildings. We were lost. Both staircases, the backside was completely blown away. There was no way to access us. We couldn't get to them. And finally, one of the fire department teams found them. But we didn't think they were going to make it.
Well, certainly you got out. Many others didn't. Of course, we don't have a number right now of fatalities or injuries. But I want to translate a story to you that another man told me. He was near the building. He was on the lobby level, near the shopping area, near the promenade. The elevator doors, he said to me, blew open. And when the doors opened, there was a man on fire inside that elevator. That is the kind of tragedy we are talking about here, and where the World Trade Center once stood here in New York City is no longer, at least not like we knew it. These men just embraced. This man is crying. It has been that traumatic.
I don't want to cry in the air, man, but I thought that was it. I thought I was dead. I'm thinking about my sons, my wife. It's too much.
This is going to be a team effort. If we're to get the information out about what truly happened on September 11th, we have to somehow overcome the mindset and the brainwashing that's been subjected upon the American people for not just the past several years, and not just the past several decades, but for several generations. There are some folks that just don't want us to consider the possibility that maybe there was something other than a terrorist with a box cutter in his hand that was responsible for slamming planes into targets on September 11th. Boy, some people really hate it when you ask questions. Let this be seen as no political football. We have one party in this country. It is the U.S. corporate party with subparty A, Republicans, and subparty B, the Democrats. We have to understand that the largest industry in this country is the defense contracting industry because it includes communications, agriculture, industry, technology, and anything else you can name. And war means money. We don't have a Cold War, and we don't have the Russians to have boogeymen anymore. China is our biggest trade partner. The United States is the world power. We don't have a boogeyman. Well, golly gosh, don't you think they need to create one? Conspiracy theory. I will now give you an example of a conspiracy theory. On September 23rd, Condoleezza Rice had a news conference, and she stated, and I'm paraphrasing right now, she said, "We have definitive proof that links Osama bin Laden and the Taliban to the events of September 11th, and we will release that information in due time." To this day, we're still waiting. We have not seen one piece of evidence that links Osama bin Laden and the Taliban directly to the planning stages of September 11th. And when you have no evidence and you charge somebody of conspiracy, that is a conspiracy theory, isn't it? The only difference is if you're George Bush and company in the United States government, you get to launch not one, but 2 wars half a world away, kill tens of thousands of innocent men, women, and children, and contaminate the entire region for 4.5 billion years with depleted uranium. I don't know what the solution is, ladies and gentlemen, but the silence is deafening from the mainstream media, and I think that the only thing that we have to do right now is to mount a massive million-man media march in every city across this country and scream, "We want the truth."